should be fun. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I have a full face, mostly a full face of new makeup that I got in PR to try out for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in. Alrighty, so up first, I have this Benefit. This is Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder. I recently just got this in my little like Benefit Club pink box, and I don't think I've ever really used a powder brow product, and I'm gonna get tongue-tied. Normally, I like to use like the Winky Lux Universal Pen right here, or I like to use my Benefit Brow Pomade. I freaking love that brow pomade so much, but since we're doing a full face of makeup that I got in PR, for the most part, I figured why not try this today. Now, I don't ever really use powders, so we're gonna see how this goes. Also, like, I don't really do too much for my brows, so just kind of like fill them in. It's kind of like what I do. So we're gonna have fun with this. All right, so I'm gonna take my little pen, my little Benefit brush, and we're gonna dip into this. This is in the shade called Warm Light Medium number 3, and we're gonna try out this brow powder. I'm kind of excited, but kind of nervous. Because like I said, I never really used powder before, so let's try this out. Ooh, she got some pigment. Now, okay, I'm gonna ask a really stupid question that you guys probably won't be able to answer until the video is posted, but do you think powder lasts longer than like my pomade? Is that like a thing? Do you guys use brow powders? So I'm just gonna kind of just fill these in. If you guys have not seen, I decided to do something a little different. Normally I do like PR hauls and make a whole video out of it, but this time I decided to just do a YouTube short because I didn't really have that much in PR. For me, PR is very sporadic. I never know when I'm gonna get it or who I get it by. It's just kind of one of those things where I am not big enough to get like consistent PR, but I do get random PR from time to time, and I'm unbelievably grateful for it. So I normally in the past have just kind of saved everything, and then I would just do like a full unboxing video. But this time I decided to do a YouTube short. So if you guys missed what I got in PR, I'll make sure I like link the short for you guys to see, so you guys can see like what I got. I was really excited because I got a box from Catrice/Essence, and it's like a Disney, Lion King, and Jungle Book collection. And I know this came out a little bit ago, but they sent it over, and I'm so excited for this. Also, this brow powder is beautiful. I mean, like, it is literally filling in my brows. Literally filling in my brows. But I got really excited when they sent it over because I just something that I was not expecting. And I also really, really, really love Disney. So I thought that was like the coolest thing for them to send that my way. I really, really, really enjoyed getting that package. And then I also got a lot of questions asking me if I got my Revlon package yet. I have not, and I don't know if they sent anything. See, this is why I was like kind of like hesitant to like tell you guys that I got it, because I've had those situations where brands have said before, oh, hey, we're sending you PR, and then like they haven't, or they'll send it like 6 months later. So like I'm not gonna like celebrate it until like it's like actually like here. I feel like this really is kind of dark on my brows. Okay, I feel like it's kind of dark. Every time I fill it in, it fills in, but then the second I brush my brush to comb through the hair, it like takes the powder, see, it's doing it again. It's like taking the product away. Okay, well, okay, we're gonna roll with it. We'll just fill it in with like some brow gel in a little bit, because every time, like I said, I put powder in this just doesn't want to stay. And I know that I'm gonna be going over my face with foundation soon, so I like to touch it up anyway, but it is what it is. Alrighty, now that the brows are done, we're gonna go into eyes. So I actually have 4 palettes sitting right in front of me. The first is from Ofra Cosmetics. This is the collaboration with Hot Mess Mama of 4. She created her own beautiful face mini palette right here. So you're gonna have a mix of eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers, and highlighters in this palette. This is the Unconditional Mini Mix palette with Hot Mess Mama, aka Rhonda. Very, very beautiful, like neutral tone palette. Let me show you guys up close. Very, 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 very beautiful, like neutral tone, everyday looking palette. Congratulations to her. This is beautiful. So we have this palette. And then I also have 3 palettes from Catrice/Essence. So I do have the Jungle Book palette from Catrice. So this is how the palette right here looks. Very, very beautiful looking palette. So many different shades to choose from. Like, oh my gosh. So we have another Jungle Book palette right here. Very beautiful. This is more like neutral tone palette. And then we also have the Lion King palette from Essence. And this is how the Lion King palette looks right here. Very, very gorgeous palette as well. So I have 4 different palettes sitting in front of me. I'm going to try to utilize what I can from each palette to see what I can use. Because I also sent over a face palette from Catrice. So this, it looks like it's going to have 2 bronzers and 2 blushes in here. And then there's also a Maxi blush from Essence that has Nala on it. Very, very, very gorgeous blush. Oh, can you feel the love tonight? Super cute. And then we also have the Simba. This is going to be another beautiful blush called Remember Who You Are. That scene made me cry like there's no tomorrow. I swear. Disney is all like, woo. Especially like, you know, as a kid, I got emotional. But as an adult, I'm like Disney can make me cry like there's no tomorrow. Like literally their music is starting. I'm just like, the tears just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try to figure out which palette I want to use. I kind of want to use a mix of like all of them if I can. See what we can use. So I definitely want to use the Lion King palette because I'm just really feeling like an orangey yellow vibe. So I'm going to definitely use the Lion King palette, but I think I'll pick one of the Jungle Book palettes to go with it. I think I'll pick the, so we have this one. This is more like neutral, right? We have this one, but I think I might pick this one because it also has some really beautiful, like colorful yellow shades in here. Has some really beautiful, like yellow shades in here that I think I can utilize as well. So I think we're going to use this, and then I think I'm going to use the Mini Mix palette for like the topper that's in here and maybe like some of the bronzers and highlighters as well. So I am going to go ahead and put some like my eye base on, and we're going to get this started. Okay, so I'm going to start off by going into this palette right here. We're going to go into the shade called, we're going this shade and this shade. This is called the Young Prince right here, mixed with Wild Side right here. And we're going to kind of use that today as like our crease transition shade. So I'm going to start off with the deeper Young Prince. We're going to blend it out with the Wild Side. So I am not going to lie to you guys. It has been a very, very, very long time since I have seen the Jungle Book. Like, I never watched the live action remake of it. I know. I don't know why. I never have seen the live action remake of it. But it's been a long time since I've actually seen the Jungle Book. So some of these characters and names I'm kind of like, I'm not as familiar with. And I feel bad because I'm such a Disney lover. But this is like the one thing that like I'm just not well versed in. So I apologize for not knowing like all the reference. So I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still applying to jobs. I actually finally heard back this week from my first job in over 2 weeks. You guys have seen that I'm on LinkedIn every single day applying. But I applied to multiple jobs and I actually finally heard back from my first job this past week. And it was from Marriott, because I applied to one of the hotels and they told me, no, we regret to inform you that we've decided to not move forward with your application. And I'm just like literally yesterday, I was at the pool with Corey because me and Corey are doing this thing, and it's so funny because like I talked about this in a video you guys will see on Monday because I pre-filmed a video for Monday, but Corey and I are doing this thing. We're doing like 75 hard, where we're literally doing like 75-day challenge of working out twice a day, 45 minutes indoor, 45 minutes outdoors. So I've been going to the pool and doing nonstop laps and doing like a lot of workout, drinking a gallon of water a day, reading, which is easy for me. Not easy for him, but he's reading A Court of Thorn and Roses, y'all. It's supposed to be nonfiction, but this is the only way he's going to be able to read. And he's on chapter 2, and I'm just like, just wait, buddy boy. But we were at the pool yesterday and we were doing laps, whatever, and I was actually pretty upset, and I was like really kind of going into my laps really, really hard because I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what else to do, but I'm not giving up. You know, I'm not giving up. Just times are hard, and you know, you guys have been extremely sweet in the comment section. You guys have also reached out to me personally in my DMs to tell me you guys is your story, and there you guys are saying, hey, like it took me like 5 months to find my job, and I'm just like, maybe I'm just used to the serving world. I'm used to the serving world that when you apply for a serving position, you pretty much get it within either the day of the interview or a couple days later. Like I remember when I got hired at Disney's Animal Kingdom, I got hired that day of my interview. Like, literally got hired, and I started work 2 days later. So it's very bizarre for me to realize that the corporate world works a little differently, because I'm applying to a lot of corporate positions of like admin assistant, virtual assistant. I actually have been doing some virtual assistant work for a brand, which I'm very, very grateful for. So I get to add that to my resume. But I just realized like how different the serving world is in terms of like applying to jobs and stuff like that. Now I've had a few guys reach out to me, you know, suggesting that you're serving places or like where your family serves. And I'm trying to stay away from serving if I can. Like for me, serving is going to be a last resort, only because I'm trying to go to a job that has benefits. I want to go to a job that offers healthcare, dental, 401k plans. Like I'm 33, and there's things that I really want in my life that I feel I need to have health insurance for. And I really want those things, and I can't have those things if I don't have health insurance. And unfortunately, serving doesn't really offer health insurance. It just doesn't. So, and it just doesn't. And if I am going to go back into serving, I'm going to go back to Disney, because that's the easiest place and that's the greatest money you can make is at Disney. So that's where I'm going to go. If I do go back to serving, we'll be on Disney property, whether it's back on my old location or not, because they do know that I want to go back, and they said they will call me if a position opens. So they know. So if a position opens, I'm going back to them easily. Otherwise, I'm just going to go straight up to Disney, because that's just where I know the money's at. And I do know that they offer full-time, and when they offer full-time there, they actually offer like healthcare, dental, 401k plans, and all that type of stuff. So I want to be as smart as possible if I can. But I do really appreciate you guys all reaching out and helping me. I've actually had some subscribers reach out, send me their jobs that I've applied to. So it's just a waiting game at this point. It's just a waiting game. And now that that's laid down, we're going to go into the shade right here called Resist from this palette. We're going to go into the shade called Resist right here. So yeah, like I'm not giving up. Like in the slightest, I'm not giving up. I'm just kind of like letting that frustration be taken out on my workout, if anything. I'm letting my frustrations of being like, why haven't I been called? But I was like I said, I was able to do some really cool like admin work for a brand recently, which I really enjoyed doing. I had a lot of fun, and I told the brand if they ever need any more help, let me know. I'm available. I'm also going to be working with one of my friends, helping them do their work as well. So like I'm picking up some side stuff here and there. Now the shade is laid down, before we ended up cleaning it up, I am going to go ahead and cut my crease. So I can do a nice little cut crease today. The shade is really pretty. It's blending out really, really nicely. I'm not noticing any harsh lines or any like fallout. I'm not noticing really any harsh lines. Definitely some kick up in the pan, but there's not really like any fallout on the face, which I really do appreciate. So let me go ahead and cut the crease. Okay, now we're going to go into this little palette right here, and I'm going to go into the shade called Sensitive Soul. I don't know why, but I guess I didn't know why. I have such a soft spot for the Lion King. I love anything Lion King, and I think it again has to do with the fact that I worked at Disney for so long. I worked at Animal Kingdom for so long, so I have such a soft spot for Lion King because it just reminds me of Animal Kingdom. But I also just really loved that movie growing up, and I really did like the live action remake. It literally was just like exact replica of the cartoon version, but such a beautiful movie. Very sad movie. Okay, that shade laid down. We're going to go into the shade called Starcrust. Starcrust? Not crust. I'm actually quite surprised at how nice the Essence formula is. Like, to me, this is very soft. Has a nice little creamy texture to it. Doesn't feel too soft and creamy the way I love it, but it's just creamy enough where it's laying down really beautifully. Like, I don't need to have like any sort of glitter glue. I'm not noticing any fallout with it, and I just feel like it's laying down really, really, really nicely, and I'm enjoying the pigment of it. Okay, then I'm going to go back into the Catrice palette right here. We're going to take this yellow gold shade, because I'm going to mix this shade right here, Prickly Pear. It's like light yellow gold. We're also going to mix it with the Little Line, because I think the Little Line, it felt like a pressed glitter to me, and I don't really like pressed glitters. But we're going to put that right here as like the base. But then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to go into that shade called Little Lion right here. And I'm going to lay that right on top. Yeah, that's a pressed glitter. That's what it feels like. So this is the eye look. Very easy, very like orangey vibes. And I think today, I'll use like an orange eyeliner to kind of like brighten up the eyes. I'm trying to do something different where I'm not using like a white liner, black liner all the time. So I'm gonna quickly do the other eye off camera. We're gonna come back to do our face. Okay guys, so here's the eye look. I think it's super cute, very, very easy to do. I really love this. It's something I could definitely feel comfortable rocking all day. So moving on to the face. I went ahead and I put on my primer. I just put on my Milk Makeup Pore Eclipsing Primer with my Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Mattifying Primer. Mix those two together, and that's what I'm wearing my face right now because we have a new foundation to try. Now, I don't know how I got this. I really have no clue how I got this. Lancome sent over their new foundation. So I have two foundations right here. I think we're gonna have to find out which one's the best match for me. But this is their Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. So it comes with a little pamphlet information. And it says that this is our thinnest, most breathable foundation yet. Our iconic full coverage natural matte foundation is now better than ever. Undetectable coverage, breathable, and up to 24-hour long wear, powered by advanced airwear technology. It's all-day wear and care, now infused with hyaluronic acid, moringa seed extracts, vitamin E, and prebiotics, and it's mineral oil-free and it's waterproof. Transfer sweat and humidity resistant, available up to 50 shades, which is incredible. So I have two shades sitting in front of me today. I have, let's see, the shade 310N. Ooh, and I have the shade 305N right here. So I have two shades. And again, I don't know how they sent this to me or why, because the fuck, this shit's expensive. Don't ask. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. It's the most craziest thing. So I'm going to quickly look on their website because I just kind of want to get a base of what the skin tone, I just want to get a base of what the skin tone is for this. Let me just make sure I have the right shade. So let's see. Lancome Tint, up to 24-hour long wear tint foundation. Okay, so it looks like, okay, so I got the shade 305 for medium skin with neutral peachy undertone. And the shade, wait, Sephora's website doesn't have the shade on here. 310N. Okay, so according to Ulta's website, 305N is for medium skin with neutral peachy finishes, and 310N is for medium skin with neutral peachy undertones. Oh, yo, we might be in trouble because I need to be in the 230 range. I need to be 235. 235 is where I need to be at, or 225. But you know what though? It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna make the best of this. I will probably see what this looks like. 305, 310 underneath. Okay, let's let these oxidize down for just a minute. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mix the two together. We're just gonna mix the two together. One pump each. Can't hurt us, right? 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 Okay, so one pump 310, one pump 305. All right, so we're gonna mix the two together. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with this. So this looks like it's a $57 foundation, which actually isn't too priced for which actually isn't too bad for high-end foundation. I will definitely be willing to spend money on high-end foundations if the product works really nicely. I really used to love my Dior Forever Skin foundation. That was my go-to for so long. I really loved that foundation, and wow, this is laying down really, really nicely. That was my go-to foundation for so long. I love that foundation, and I'm surprised I did. I used to wear that to work all the time, and yeah, I would get oily and greasy, but I don't know, there's something about it that I just felt was really, really, really pretty. I mean, right now, my favorite foundation is a drugstore foundation, and it's the Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Foundation. Freaking love that foundation, and that's my favorite. But if a foundation that's high-end works just as well, and if not better, then yeah, I would definitely be willing to splurge money on foundation, because that's the one thing that I care about a lot is my lips and foundation, because I do have such large pores and oily skin. It's the one thing that I'm always most concerned about. Meeting up with people, if I'm ever gonna do I don't know, if I ever meet you guys in public, I'm gonna be self-conscious of my makeup, right? I'll be very self-conscious, oh my gosh, how's my skin texture? How oily did I get? When I met Heather Austin, I was oh gosh. I wanted to make my makeup look really pretty, but we're also in the Florida heat at Animal Kingdom. There's only so much I could do. And I was my skin texture is going to show through. And I always get self-conscious being around other beauty content creators. This past weekend, we went to an event called Spookala. I went with Betty Jean and Teresa's dad and her husbands. It was a cool little Halloween event. Now I went with absolutely no makeup on. No makeup on whatsoever. But Teresa and Betty definitely had some makeup on, so I definitely felt oops, I should have, worn makeup. But I also really wanted to be comfortable, but they were absolutely gorgeous. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm kind of glad I didn't wear makeup, because I would have been a little self-conscious the whole time, because when I see somebody like Betty who just does freaking perfection on her eyeshadow, I'm just like, oh, I always get self-conscious. But speaking of that, guys, I did vlog it. I did vlog going to Spookala. I just have to edit it and post it, because we, on the way there, where we ended up driving up to Ocala, we drove through the Villages here in Florida. And if you guys have never heard of the Villages here in Florida is like the largest retirement community, I feel like, in Central Florida, right? The largest retirement community. But it also is so widely known for having like the most STDs, because these old people, they love to get it on. I mean, what else are they going to do with their time, right? You know what I mean? We got to do something, right? So there's a lot of STDs that go around the Villages. It's like a well-known thing here in Florida. Well, they also are notorious for driving around golf carts. And if you guys did not know, they like to have a lot of fun. So on their golf carts, they put loofahs on their golf carts. And their loofahs represent a different thing that they're into. Some represent watching, some represent into swapping, some represent, experimenting with different sexes. Like, there's so many different colors that represent so many different things, and it's so fun because we saw our first loofah. But before I get into that, I just want to look at this really fast. This is looking really pretty. Not gonna lie, this is looking really, really pretty. I am gonna wear this all day to kind of see how well it wears, especially when I do my workout later on today. I'm gonna see like how well this wears throughout my workout. But as you guys know, I do a repurchase or trash at the end of every single month to let you guys know how this foundation really works at the end of that month. But at the end of the month, but right now we're just kind of doing first impressions. But first impressions, this is actually really pretty, like super pretty. e.l.f. Hydro Camo thing right here. This is not new, but we saw our first loofah, and the loofah that we saw, I forgot what color it was. I think it might have been purple. I'm not sure, but it represented they like to watch, and I actually have it on camera, but I'll save it for the vlog so you guys can see our reaction to it, because we were just so unbelievably shocked that we saw a loofah. We were so shocked, and we were also like so excited. Like, we felt like little kids in a park going, the way we were screaming and laughing. It was a really good time. And then we actually ended up on the way home stopping by the Villages because we were starving on the way home, and we ended up eating at the restaurants over there. I forgot what restaurant we ate at. I think it's called Cody's, something like that. And we were dying to see if we saw any more loofahs. Unfortunately, we didn't, because the rain was really bad at that point, and I had to get home to take care of my dogs, so we didn't get to stay very long. But I will say, that was my first time ever being in the Villages, and oh my gosh, it is so nice. Like, the way that they developed the area was a very nice, well-developed area. I was like, oh my gosh, like, these people were living in luxury, but it was actually a lot of fun. The adventures that we get into, I swear to gosh. Okay, so I don't have any new cream bronzer, so I'm just gonna go with my YSL because I really have been enjoying this particular bronzer. But it was definitely a lot of fun, and like I said, I did vlog it for you guys. I just have to edit it and post the vlog. I need to get back into vlogging. It's been a minute since I vlogged. I think it's just because I've been so overwhelmed with like doing this like 4 to 5 days a week, and then doing applying to jobs, which is such a tedious task, because I mean, granted, I do copy and paste, but you have to create a cover letter for every job that you apply to. At least I've been creating cover letters for a job I applied to. And then I have to sit here and upload my resume, but still fill out their entire application form, which just is a very tedious process, I realized. So when I get done doing that, by the time I'm done doing all of that, it's probably about like 6, 7 o'clock at night. And then I have been doing my Pilates, reading, and cooking dinner. So like, I feel like I haven't had as much time to vlog, and I really do miss vlogging. And you guys seem to really enjoy it whenever I vlog as well. So I promise I'm gonna get back into vlogging. Okay, so now that the bronzer is on, we're gonna go into some liquid blushes. So Jean-Luc Cosmetics just launched some brand new matte liquid blushes right here. There are 6 different shades, and it says, oh my god, hi, I'm so excited to try my new matte liquid blushes. These high performance shades are packed full of pigment, so little goes a long way. Be sure to apply them before powder for best results. I hope you love them as much as I do. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Love always, Jean-Luc. And I am so excited. There's definitely some beautiful shades to go over. I would definitely insert a quick little swatch of every single shade, but I think the shade that I might be using today is probably going to be this Sweet Cheeks right here, this dusty pink rose. I feel like that's definitely more up my alley, but I am just so excited to give these a try. I really do enjoy Jean-Luc Cosmetics. I feel like this indie brand is just so great. The lip liners and lip glosses that I have from this brand are just phenomenal, and I just really, really enjoy the owner, who is incredibly sweet And oh my gosh, that's actually really pretty. Really pretty. Incredibly sweet. It's very giving, and their business has boomed. Jean-Luc's business had boomed on TikTok last year. I'm just so glad to see that Jean-Luc Cosmetics is doing incredibly well. That makes me so happy. And wow, that is such a pretty blush. Do you guys see that? That is very pinky. Very, very pinky. Really, really pretty. I wonder if I can spice it up just a little bit by going into the shade called So Juicy. And So Juicy is going to be a dusty mauve rose. So I wonder if I can take this and just like one little swipe. Just one little dot. Like, boop, like that. I wonder if that can like spice it up just a tad. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, so that blush is still really like kind of vibrant in the face. We're still gonna kind of go back over it just a little bit. So I'm gonna take the Unconditional Mini Mix Palette right here. I'm gonna go into like this bronzy shade. I'm just gonna lightly kind of tap back over where we were before. Ooh, okay, that is a little deep. Oops. Ooh, I messed up. I didn't think this was gonna be so dark. Went a little heavy-handed there, but that's our fault. That's my fault. All right, so I'm gonna try to blend that out. And then for blush, I know we have a liquid blush down, but I do like to go over powder one more time with just a little bit of blush. I think I'm gonna go into this Lion King one that says Remember Who You Are, because this is a nice like little peachy blush. I just think this will look really, really pretty. Just kind of stamp that right here. I feel like you can't really see it too much because I feel like that bronzer shade is just kind of overtaking it. I was not expecting that bronzer shade to be deep. It didn't look that deep in the pan, but somehow it is, and was not expecting that. So it's kind of more of my fault, but the blush is still really, really pretty. So for highlighter, I know we have the little face palette right here, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really the biggest fan of those two highlight shades. So actually instead I'm gonna use the Mini Mix palette right here. I'm gonna go into this little pretty highlighter shade right here to highlight the face. Ooh, that is pigmented. God, I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love Ofra's highlighter formula. They're so incredible. Like seriously, their highlighters are some of the best highlighters out there. I mean, just like, that is intense. Oh my gosh. So to finish off the eye look, I'm actually going to use this palette today. I'm going to go into this little shade right here. I'm going to use this shade. I'm actually going to blend it out with this shade to do the underneath the eye today. Like I said, I want to utilize as much palettes as I can. So we're going to take these two brown shades. I just like the brown to really kind of complement the orange that we have going on. Take this. I'm going to place this right here. Yep, that's really pretty. Okay, so now before we put on eyeliner, I do have a new mascara. This was part of the collection. This is the Essence Lash Like a Boss Waterproof Mascara. Has Nala on the front, and okay, we'll see if we can get this to work. I actually really do love the Essence I Love Crazy Volume Mascara. That's a really fantastic mascara, and I find myself grabbing that nonstop. I actually recently just did a video. Where's my mirror? I actually just recently did a video where I did my best makeup of 2023 so far, and in that video I actually featured the Essence I Love Crazy Volume Mascara. Beautiful, beautiful mascara. So let's try out this mascara. It's kind of on the thicker side. I do like to have a more thin wand, but let's see how this is. It's not pulling the hair. It's not bad. Okay, so I know I said I was going to do an orange liner, but I realized that my orange liner is just a little bit too deep for this eye look. So we're actually going to go into this golden shade. This is in the shade called Punch, and we're going to use this to line my eyes today. I like that you guys have challenged me to use a different liner. Speaking of challenges, I did a poll for my YouTube members on when I should do my next like YouTube live for you guys to pick my makeup, and it seems that the winner for that day is going to be Friday the 23rd, which will be next Friday. I will go live on YouTube the 23rd, and I will have you guys pick my makeup once again for the month of July. I'm going to challenge you guys, but this time we're going to do it just a little bit different. Like I said, I'm spicing it up every single month so that you don't always get the same challenge. All right, let me see if I can lighten this up a tad. I'm adding just a little bit of a lighter yellow to that. I'm actually going to take this beautiful like glitter topper right here. We're going to use that as our inner corner and brow bone highlight today. Such a pretty color. Okay, so to finish off the face, we're actually going to go into the Inseparable Lip Duo. This is, again, the collaboration with Hot Mess Mama and Ofra Cosmetics. Let me just actually swatch this on my hand so you can see the true color of this lip gloss set right here. So we have the lip liner, we have the liquid lip, and this is going to be in the shade called Hot Mess Mama right there. And then we are going to have a complimentary lip gloss to go with this. And again, you guys can use code Allie, save you guys 20% off this collection. It is available right now. That's going to be really, really pretty. So I'm going to quickly just line my lips. I think for this, I'm going to use a Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner. I think I'm going to go into the shade called Bourbon because this is my absolute favorite. And I feel like this complements like any sort of like lip liner duo any sort of like lip I do. I feel like this is such a beautiful complementary shade. I did have a favorite shade from Jean-Luc Cosmetics and it was called Mother Pucker. But that shade accidentally got destroyed because my dog got a hold of it and it was a tragic ending. The lip is lined. Let's go in with the Hot Mess Mama liquid lip. I really do enjoy Ofra's lip formula. If you guys have never tried them, you absolutely should. This smells incredible. Their liquid lips are long lasting. They are hydrating. Like they do dry down, but they don't feel like they give you that like Sahara Desert like butthole feel. But they're very just gorgeous. They feel comfortable on the lips and they just have a beautiful, beautiful formula. I really enjoy their liquid lips. And especially if you pair it with a gloss, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. The lipstick, not necessarily like my go-to color. I like to have a little bit more of like a warmth to my lip. I feel like this is just a little bit too cool tone for me. Add just a little bit more of like a brown just to deepen it up just a tiny bit. I think I might just take a little bit of Lunar Beauty. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Perfection, just a little bit. So it kind of like matches the eye look just a little bit. We're gonna go in with the gloss. This gloss is called Butterfly Kisses. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Oh, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous gloss. It's like a champagne gloss. It's really pretty. That is really nice. And yes, I love Ofra glosses. They have my favorite gloss. My favorite gloss from them is the shade called Truffle. It is my absolute favorite gloss. But this little combo right here, this is really pretty. I like this. I'm gonna set the face. I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer right here. I recently just tried out this setting spray in a video that you guys will see on Monday, and I'm liking it so far. Alrighty guys, and this is the final look. If at any point I lift my arms up and you see my armpits, I'm gonna blur them because I realized I forgot to shave and we don't need to be seeing that here on the internet. So we're gonna kind of go over everything. So first we do have the Benefit. This is a Goof Proof brow powder right here. I have never used like a powder product this before. Honestly, I really do like it. I feel like it was really full pigmented, laid down really nicely. It was definitely a little patchy in some spots. Like I had trouble getting it to like stick down, but I went back over with like some brow glue, I went back over the Benefit Gimme Brow and it's laying down really nicely. I can definitely see myself using this again. Really, really nice product. Then we do have the Lancome foundation right here. Now this is the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. I will say, surprisingly, the color match isn't bad. Like I generally thought, oh my gosh, this is gonna be too deep. I got the wrong shades, but I feel like the color match mixing these two together is actually quite nice. I'm really enjoying it. I love the way it looks on the skin right now. It's looking really fresh, looking very flawless. I do not feel it on the face at all, but I'm gonna be testing out this foundation for the next couple of weeks to see how I really feel about it. I'm gonna be doing an all-day wear test. You know, like I said, I am doing the 75 hard challenge, so I have a whole workout after this, and then I have to go to do my outdoor workout. So we're gonna see how well this actually holds up. This says that this is sweat proof, it's water resistant, and it's transfer resistant. We're really gonna kind of put that to the test to see how well this foundation is. But some of you guys actually reached out to me about this and said how much you love it, so we're gonna see. But based on first impressions, I actually am enjoying it. Then we do have the little Catrice and Essence Smell right here. So I only played with one palette, and I have to say, I don't think I've ever really played with Catrice shadows before, but they're quite nice. They're actually quite nice. Their pigments are really, the mattes are really pigmented. There's definitely kick up in the pan, but not much fall on the face. I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. It's really beautiful, very easy to work with. I would definitely be using this palette again. I think it's really, really beautiful, and I was actually quite surprised by the formula. So this was actually quite nice. I didn't get a chance to play with the Jungle Book one. I'll try to get a chance to play with that soon for you guys, so you guys can see this palette. But I was actually quite impressed by that palette along with this palette from Essence. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. This is a really gorgeous palette. I love the oranges in there. I love the oranges in here. Like, this is beautiful for like an everyday neutral palette. A little bit pops of fall colors in here. I just think it's a really beautiful palette. The formula was incredible, and I was actually quite impressed by this palette. Definitely will be using this again. Now, I didn't get a chance to play with the face palette from Catrice, so I have nothing really to say about this one. But the Maxi blush I think is really, really pretty. Definitely has a little bit of pigment to it, but not too overwhelming, like a nice little coral peachiness moment. Definitely be playing with this one again. And then we do have the Ofra Mini Mix palette. Now, I will say the bronzer shade was a little bit too deep for me. I should not have gone back over my face with the bronzer, but I was able to kind of make it work a little bit, but I should not have gone over it. But with the blush and the highlighter shade, gorgeous, very, very pigmented, very gorgeous shade. Love the little inner corner moment, and I really, really loved these two shades right here for underneath. Very gorgeous. I'm definitely using this palette again, but I want to congratulate Rhonda. This is absolutely incredibly credit your own collaboration. Like, how freaking cool is that? I'm so excited for you guys. It's available now if you guys want to get your hands on it, along with the lips that I'm wearing. I love this little lip combo right here. I think it's really, really beautiful. And then last but not least, we do have the Jean-Luc Cosmetics. These are the liquid blushes. I use the shade called So Juicy in the shade Sweet Cheeks, and I have to say, a little goes a long way. These were so easy to work with. They were so easy to blend, super, super pigmented. But I felt like, honestly, if I wasn't trying out the blush from Essence, I didn't need to add any more blush. Like, even though I set my face, these are so pigmented enough that I didn't need to add any more blush to it. It was just beautiful all on its own. I'm definitely excited to keep trying these out, especially given like how little you need to make a beautiful look with these products. So I feel like these products are definitely gonna be a staple in so many people's collection, including my own. And I feel like a little bit of this goes a long way. And I think Jean-Luc Cosmetics did a phenomenal job with this. I am beyond excited to keep trying these out. So I think that's everything we have in a full face of makeup that I got in PR. This was always so much fun. Like I said, I never really know when I get PR'd. For me, it just kind of comes sporadically. So when it does, I'm beyond grateful. I'm sorry I didn't get to do like a full long video for you guys, but I do have a short in case you guys want to watch it. And I'll make sure I list everything I'm wearing my face down below. But for me, this video was so fun. I love testing out new makeup and just hanging out with you guys and just doing like a simple like chit chat, get ready for me while I try out new makeup. It's always so much fun. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.